Okay. Hello. Welcome to GLIAC. You know, I should have thought about what I was saying before I did this. Hello and welcome to the 2026 GLIAC Championships. We are going to be here today with Smash on the side stream, but we're back once again, another Valentine's Day. Video games, we love it. We are going to be at Ferris State this time. They were very gracious to host us once again, just like they did the first year. And the round one of Smash you guys have been seeing for a while now. We are actually going to have commentary going. Currently, we've got Ferris versus Davenport, and it is an absolute time in the room. You're going to also be hearing us trying to commentate. We got myself, which is Puff, and then also
I'm Reed. I'm also here, currently battling against the crowd popping off for Ferris and Davenport.
but it is an absolute. We understand why they're popping off. We're seeing Luigi versus Lucas. This Luigi, as we just saw, did 3-stock back prior to Midars here to get some revenge for his teammate, doing an absolutely wonderful job as well, living to 189. First stock in past 150 seconds. This Luigi's got his job cut out for him.
And I think something I wonder is, like, maybe why didn't Nidar come in before the Mac? I feel like someone with, like, not the greatest air game going up against the just abysmal grab combo that is Luigi, not being able to jump, hit an aerial, dodge some grabs, but we live and we learn, and that might be an adjustment we might see next game.
This game has been going on. Check out and finish off that Luigi. Aaron is going to be out of here. Davenport's going to be sending in their next player. Nidar lives and dies by that up smash, and honestly, he dies by it more often than he lives by it, but when he does manage to hit it, it's really nice.
An absolutely massive up smash it is. It looks like we have Debatable sitting down to represent Davenport next. More than likely bringing out the Rob that we've seen so much.
Davenport, their roster has changed a little bit. Same thing with Ferris. You know, we're college students. We hope that we graduate and get out of here eventually. But for the most part, they're 4-6. I'm not 4-6. The like members seem to be about the same. We're going to be seeing Nidar's bands coming out there, and we are going to have a PS2 as the stage picks. It's going to be good to see how Nidar deals with just gyro as a whole. Because Rob, he doesn't play the same game that we're all playing.
Rob, as you said, Rob does get to play his own game, but I think Lucas, with so many of these multi-hits, it's very possible that we see Rob's awkward hitbox causes it to just get dragged around by a lot of maybe down airs and neutral airs from Lucas.
His hands caught by a down smash at ledge. He's trying to recover. Already here in for actually more of an explosive match than I thought. Debatable, not gonna let Nidar just walk up into space for free. Gonna be boxing, gonna be looking for someone with that close range battle. But then going back to where he wants to be, it looks like if he's given the space, he's gonna try and zone, but he will box when he.
And it seems like Nidar is just making sure that Debatable doesn't keep any space, applying pressure so that gyro just doesn't come out. An incredible lead from what seemed like a little bit of a concerning start for Ferris, especially being about 2 stocks down. But Nidar is very, very carefully spacing, only getting caught by a couple aerials every once in a while.
Bring Ferris back into this now only 2 stocks down, and honestly, this Rob spot just like
Caught by the PK freeze edge guarding, just Rob not able to get away from it fast enough.
putting Davenport on his feet. Now we're seeing the Rob getting back on the stage, already at 35% on his first stock. Lucas getting to look a little bit scared. Bears sending him back to the ledge yet again, and get him back the way. It's going to be getting close to the quarter. Now Lucas is going to be struggling to get back to back here. Down there, my bad.
Barely squeaking by the down air, hiding under the stage a little bit, and caught by the up smash. But I think Nidar did his job. He was able to just, after a kind of like devastating second player from Ferris, losing 3 stocks so quickly. I think this is exactly what Ferris needed to just scrap together a little bit of their game plan. Just because being down 2 stocks and on your last player, there's a lot that has to be brought from this final player. But it looks like for our final player in Ferris State University,
Sorry, trying to make sure I actually get this close. I miss what we're doing. Now, I actually don't know who this is.
Yep, we are trying to pull it up right now.
It's going to be absolute combo for Rob, as you said earlier. It's an absolute looking for something to spend on this. The reflector is still going to be sending back that jar. Fable's just going to be trying his best to make sure he does not suddenly get put into a cutscene, and here it is looking for the replay, just barely getting out of there. In the corner, the illusion's going to be getting him out of there.
It's in the nose. Yeah. Oh, you know, he hasn't been anything. You weren't there for any. You didn't
Back, and you can hear the crowd go off in the background. You can see it a little bit on the map stream, but basically it's back to grassroots Smash as we have the setup going, and then just the entire rest of the teams coming up behind the players.
And something about that, I think that's how Smash was supposed to. Going so deep with the side B to catch Falco off guard.
I don't know if that's how Smash is supposed to be, but honestly, we've seen so many 0 deaths and early kills so far between Luigi and now Rob. Maybe we're gonna have to get used to it.
I think it. I agree. I think it's definitely something we're gonna have to get used to, especially if Davenport brings on the same pressure that they brought on this first set to the next game. But caught by the down air on the recovery, debatable taking that last game for Davenport without even giving a nod as to who might be their last player.
Lost in that Davenport only having to go down to 3, and I believe they brought 6 with them, but I'm not sure. And we are going to be going to a really quick break, so I will give you guys.
I feel powered up. I appreciate that.
We shall return. That's the
There's Jim. Jim is scared of this man. I hear Jim. You gotta pump it. Or are the veins always out now? Yeah. You got the veins. I thought you guys
Oh, you're still a mic. All right, and we are going to be back. They just gave the bans. We did not hear them, so we're going to find out.
PS2 was bans from Ferris State University. Town and City and Smashville were bans from Davenport.
I take back my Wii. I did not hear them.
I'm just too good. I'm too good.
We are going to be going back into the rematch: Steve versus ESS, Osriel versus Bogdan. Yet again, game 2. We've got to flip the sides. There they go. I forgot characters.
But seeing a identical start from what we saw game 1, just a different choice of stages. Maybe Osriel, having lost game 1 on Town and City, decided maybe it was time to change the pace, as he did ban Town and City this round.
And we are already seeing 70-0 here, playing such a slower game. Normally you think you don't have escape space, but it's just absolutely dancing circles around this dude, currently landing on the clock a little bit weird, but has not been touched a minute into this match.
Being able to flip kick all of the walls, Osriel is trying to build to just get away and be able to mine a little bit, but Vonnegut is keeping the pressure on so strongly.
This wasn't been touched. His shield was a whole lot. I don't know how he got out of there without getting into it. And he's going to be able to get a grab, 93. And at this point, you've got to be thinking as the opponent. It's been a full minute. Even if you end up starting getting the momentum back, you're going to be thinking about that for the rest of the match. Now only 6% to the same, make that 15. Now it's starting to feel like slow Vaughn using these platforms just absolutely fly around the battlefield.
Osriel finding any opportunity he can get to just get a little more resources, with Steve's neutral being so low on iron and losing his first stock this game. However, that does mean Osriel being so low on iron, only 1 at the time that his stock was taken, is able to respawn with 2 extra iron.
Osriel seemed to have felt safe behind the wall because Vaughn hadn't been challenged before, but then that side view just going straight through it to get that kill. That is condition.
So much pressure being applied from Vonnegut. The game almost looks even, however, if you realize Vonnegut has not even lost a stock yet. The pressure he is applying is just too powerful.
It feels like Vaughn is letting him lose momentum in this game. They've been in control from the very start, and you can tell.
The only salvation it seems Osriel has is the diamond from his last stock still being on his tools, but it's so close to being broken.
Oz just taking for any attempt whilst he still has that diamond to try and get a finishing blow.
Did just lose the diamond pickaxe though. That's going to call off some attacks being a lot weaker, those being like dash attack, forward and back air, and mining on this stage. Take a pickaxe, so mining is also going to be a lot slower.
Just doing such a good job of poking out, keeping the cave just out of his range, using the side B for another kill again.
Side B taking another stock, but it is going to give Osriel a free opportunity to recraft his tools. However, it is Osriel's last stock, and Vonnegut has not even lost one. We might see a flip of what we saw last game.
Like, the craziest part is, he's a kill percent because of Diamond, right? If it wasn't for Diamond, he'd be sitting pretty. He wouldn't be carrying right now at 7%.
Yeah, and deciding the last couple stocks to save those diamond tools for the next stock, when he would be able to get a lot more value out of it. And the down smash, hitting ledge, taking Vonnegut's first stock.
Absolutely beautiful grab setup there from Osriel, but now 75% on this last stock here. 2 more of Vonnegut's stocks to go through from what we've seen. It looks like, as you said, it is just going to be but we can't count anything out yet, Steve.
Osriel repairing his tools just a little bit, setting himself up for what could be the last of this game. Vonnegut covering ledge with the down smash, however, just not able to catch Osriel on the ledge. And it looks like the up B is going to be what seals the game for Ferris State University. Looks like we will be seeing a new player from Davenport now. I think it's very possible that we see, and we do not actually, we see
Going back
this.
into the same.
This is not the same player we saw go into Vonnegut last game. This is irrelevant.
Well, that name is no longer holding true. Coming up to the front and center, we're going to be finding out who they're playing, as we have not seen them yet. Did you hear the bands?
I have not heard bands. I think it looks like Ferris is looking at a couple notes before we get into this game. Maybe help with this matchup just a little bit.
But speaking of that match we just saw, that felt so much more.
And we have bands. It looks like PS2, FD, and Smashville will be the bands going into this game.
And I believe they did just choose the stage, but I missed it. So we'll find out along with the stream.
And we are seeing Greninja come into this game. Is this irrelevant? That's my.
Did it spell wrong?
No.
Okay, and we are back into it. Vaughn, we are back on Battlefield as well. But now Greninja also going to have the mobility to actually go and contest the CSS is probably the hope here. On all of the back here, you see a very mobile game. Greninja playing super simple fatigue, and CSS we already saw how long. Both these characters can be flipping around and just dashing out, trying to avoid the as well as landing their own.
Quite the pace change from last game where Osriel was trying to get away as much as he could just for some space to breathe and gather up materials. These are two characters that just all they care about is getting in your face and racking up their combos, and they will take every opportunity that they can.
Center staying relatively decent here at border and setting Vaughn off stage. Relevant looking for an edge guard opportunity in the back here, is going to be keeping him off.
And Josh Short on the recovery.
Be the first stock taken. Relevant here trying to back up that momentum. Does not really care too much if we lose the stock, but honestly, if they can manage to take both of Vaughn's stocks and hold on to it, that's like Ferris's lead has been erased right then and there. We're just playing a 3v3 for battle at that point. No. He's going to be trying everything in his power to make sure he gets this final stock.
And if Irrelevant is able to take this final stock this game, it's going to put Davenport and Ferris even up in the stock count. But I think even if Vonnegut is able to take one stock this game, it'll set up their next player so much better than the contrary.
We gotta speak with our chests. And looking back after that, we're going to be seeing a ground rabbit flip kick into a end up taking out Irrelevant's first stock here. So now Vaughn has some extra credit on the board, is going to be taking 4 stocks for his 3, and has secured
Well, losing his final stock this set to a Greninja up smash. We will be seeing Ferris's next player going into Greninja. Very, very possible that we see the Little Mac come back without the looming threat of what is Luigi grab. But I think it's also possible that we're going to need to pick a character that is able to contest how much movement and pressure that the Greninja is going to be putting on. And I think if it were the Little Mac coming out, it would just be a little too slow. But it does look like we have Apple Subs coming back on the Little Mac.
Tipping him back in. We are gonna see, can you punch a frog and have it be the answer? I think it can be a pretty effective solution.
And we're getting bans right now. We have FD, Kalos, and Town banned this round by Davenport.
We also, I missed the Luigi amiibo for good luck sitting by the.
Could be what was the key to last game, the very, very swift 3-stock against Apple Subs that we saw from Aaron.
I feel like we've got to be going to one of the mono plats. So like either Hollow. I'm gonna double check see if we're actually in the game. Either Hollow or Smash Bros. We are. It's not.
It is
Battlefield.
not.
I never
We're
saw that
actually
one.
we're going to Battlefield, and I think it's very possible that maybe Battlefield was chosen, maybe catching some platform camping with maybe an up B from the Little Mac, a very powerful kill option. However, whiffing the counter, and it looks like Irrelevant is trying to fish for some up B shenanigans at ledge, pushing Little Mac just too far away from the ledge to be able to recover. And that will be what we see this stock. Apple Subs losing his first stock, unable to recover due to Little Mac's abysmal aerial mobility and options for recovery. We are seeing a lot of counter though come out from the Little Mac, none of them quite landing though.
We got one.
We do have one, and it looks like we got some pressure at ledge, but it's very just dodging the up B from the Greninja. So many of these recoveries coming from Apple Subs are looking so scary. That being that last one so punishable, and recovering once again, not wanting to take too much damage and knockback, but whipping the KO punch for this stock and being pushed off stage again with the grab.
The dash attack and picking up that stock, so now just one left on Apple Subs here. And we'll be seeing Irrelevant also having finished off Ferris' lead, but 96% on this Greninja. Any hit from this Mac could be enough. The up B going past the wedge with another throw. There's no jump on this Mac. That might be the end of it.
And unable to make it back to stage, missing that jump, which even the jump itself, not even the side B or the up B, I think is the most integral thing to being able to recover with Little Mac. I think as soon as you're just push off stage without your jump, you're in such a dicey situation. But it looks like we have Crybaby Devil coming back, and I think very possibly we just see the run back on the Falco.
They're going to be having a whole lot more tools to deal with the Greninja. That laser is going to be more than enough to help him. You know, he can actually poke back out the frog. I forgot about stage fans entirely, but oh well, you know, we get to see the stage we're on, so it's fine. It's fine.
Very quickly getting into this next game. Now last game from Apple Subs, unable to take a stock that last game, going to leave Crybaby Devil with a lot more work to do this game, but I think if anyone has the tools to deal with this Greninja, it could be Falco.
If there's any way to open it up, it is going to be just a raw parry on the landing forward there, but now both these characters just scrapping. We already see Crybaby Devil already off stage, a nice tech coming out as Irrelevant trying to get the edge guard there, but now making it back on. It's going to be out the date. Not great. Down into that because he's red. This is the second. Draw it back on.
We're seeing a very similar game that we did as to what we saw when we saw Vonnegut take on this Greninja Irrelevant, but unable to tack that last hit, being the deficit to their first stock. Now, I think what we're seeing this game is going to be a lot similar to what we saw from Vonnegut going into Irrelevant. Two characters that just need to apply pressure and are going to be drilling every aerial on the controller to be able to apply that pressure. However, Irrelevant just so locked in this game. What we saw from that was a strong start from Crybaby Devil has almost flipped on its head. Irrelevance Greninja taking almost a second stock, it looks like, and there are so many stray hits that keep being landed that could just be the end to either of these players.
And before they're still somehow going to be giving Crybaby Devil a turn back, but now it's being caught by the side here. They're both going back and forth. The next hit, honestly, are we going to be seeing a Falco? No. Never heard of but besides people will relevant living to 170 and it's gonna be hitting Haunt in the shadows.
And an incredible combo that you can't see this stuff anywhere else.
Getting the drag down after it continues, looking for
just whipping the F smash that could have set Irrelevant so far ahead in this final stock drop. Counter on the recovery, taking the final stock. Irrelevant going all the way up to 189%, but not losing a single stock this game.
Look at all the ones he had left and said, "No, we're keeping it." Moving on to the next one. Now gonna have taken, was that 5? No, 8. There was a Mac. 8 stocks.
So many of these games going so quick, it's almost difficult to keep up with them, but it looks like we will be seeing Ferris's final player being Night R on Lucas once again. So much work cut out for him, having to take 8 stocks on with 2 players that he might not even know yet. It's very possible that if he is able to get through Irrelevance Greninja that has been so oppressive this game, it's very possible that we see the Rob from Debatable come back, which was what brought Night R down his first game. But going into this game already, it seems like we will be going to Hollow Bastion. No, Final Destination.
I heard horribly wrong. I don't know how I heard. And there goes the first stop. And now, no platformers to play around with this time. It's going to be interesting to see how Irrelevant does adapt. The meta already keeping the pressure on. Has not left the Strog's bubble once he entered it.
I think pressure is exactly what we need in this match. Just being able to match what has been thrown out from the Greninja these last 3 games, and I think the reason we're seeing Night R as opposed to Ferris's final player race sign is I don't know if Incineroar is able to apply pressure fast enough for this Greninja not to just run away with the game.
We can't send him into the fight. We all know it's going to getting Irrelevant up to 80, while 56 on the Lucas. Both these characters not really in danger of dying just yet. If this man keeps going for those dash attacks, maybe, but there's that up smash.
Punishing the counter with the up smash, something we saw earlier this game just with, but such a powerful attack, the strongest up smash in the game.
Invincibility just in case, places besides that. But just looking for a lot of counters, trying to make sure that he does not get a hit coming back. And honestly, with a counter like for ninjas, it doesn't hurt him.
Maybe having an idea to direct the counter upward, get a little more height on the recovery, but it looks like almost a jab block coming from the Lucas into the down smash, whipping the up smash and losing his first stock this game, but he's already put himself so far ahead in this match. Just a little more pressure needing to be applied to take this game. The up smash whipping once again.
We'll see a lot of down smash and up smashes. F smash, no, we'll see, it's fine.
And the forward air being what takes this game for Night R, going to Davenport's next player. I think it's very possible that we see Debatable come back, or maybe a new face from Davenport being comfortable to send in more players. And it looks like we do have Strawberry coming in for this final game. What could be this final game?
Oh.
I think it's a battle.
You forgot the W. You forgot the W in Strawberry.
Oh, I understand. That's fine.
But
Did you hear the bands? I know they gave.
But it does sound like we are going to small battlefield. And we are seeing the Samus from Strawberry. Now it's going to take a lot from Nidar to even up with the game. Being a low battery from a controller, that could be scary.
Talks to the child's name, 6 to go through, and the rest of Ferris still there. Some of the characters we have not even seen yet. Sorry, Davenport. Ferris. He's got a hill to climb. But first, he's got some forward airs to get through along some projectiles.
Yes, but Strawberry being able to space just a little bit further with the Sair from Samus, such a great just pressure tool that Samus can use in almost every matchup.
Already 73% on this Samus here. Meanwhile, I miss Shine Spark.
so
88. And there goes Samus.
And unable to tack against the Sage, being bounced into the bottom plus.
You never know when you're getting launched up by that BK Thunder. If it's Smash, fair enough. You don't have an excuse too much. If it's Lucas, that thing's a weird.
Hitbox everywhere in the actual Thunder, throughout the tail. Such a great tool as it covers just so much space for edge guarding. And it looks like Strawberry has either been unable to just breathe a little bit, maybe zone in this matchup a little bit.
As we've been seeing from the last matches, Nidar doing a great job of getting in, not giving space, and what does Samus want? She wants space. She wants to set up a projectile. Was looking for an up throw to try and end it off. Not going to be enough just yet. 150 is getting scary because Lucas on his first stock. Up he is going to take it.
Just there. Right before that, we saw a couple dash attacks thrown around by the Samus, trying to just do what they can to take that final stock.
Knowing that it doesn't really matter too much if Strawberry loses the rest of the stock, and thought that the Zero was going to reach the ledge just too far after the charge shot. So now one final stock on Strawberry. Nidar suddenly has been given a window of opportunity to go on some Davenport's last player, it feels like.
And I think if we see like any sort of whiff from the neutral B on Strawberry's Samus going into perhaps what could be Night Arts down B, we could see just such a swing in momentum. Lucas being able to heal off of energy-based projectiles, but unable to punish the ledge, grabbing the Samus.
This is a weird spot. Gonna be getting that tether grab back to the ledge now. 94 on the Samus. Just both tethering out. Oh, the smash is not gonna be fast enough. Gonna get that field forward here at the ledge. Is not gonna finish off the shot. Looking for the down air spike. Gonna be making it back on the Zera, and now they're back to neutral. We're almost safe. No, this could be the end, but just getting the up air on the platform. Not gonna be the same instead. Just yet. Grabbing the ledge. Strawberry is going to get sent back off. Now Nidar back in the position to edge guard again, getting caught by the PK Thunder 1 into the 3K Rocket.
Just barely surviving that hit and being spiked by the down air to finish off the game. Quite the swing in the match we just saw. And we will be seeing Nidar going into their final player. if he's able to keep the momentum that he had that last game, I think it's very possible that we could see a game 3, but that is still so much has to go right, and we are seeing Aaron come back once again.
Why was he alive?
It absolutely astonishing.
He was at what,
161 after.
I get that it was literally fully across the stage to the other corner, but still.
And
What's the name of the stream?
SVSU Cardinals. I missed the last win. Unless it was Kalos. The world will never know. I think they're already. And now, Nidar, one final hope. Is it Aaron again? For Ferris to send them to the 3.
no messing around this time, having to bring out the Luigi that was so oppressive that last game.
What was the number?
21.
Gotta have 3 stocks to go through, and keep in mind, honestly, once he gets out of the 0% window, 0 to 15, it sometimes just feels safer. But we found out from last time, Lucas does not die to 0 deaths. I don't need 2 dash attacks to start off.
And we saw Nidar have to clean up Aaron D21 last game. I think it's very well what we have to see this game, but not having the fresh 3 stocks that he had the first game, and already being down so low, 80, but be reversing the upbeat to take that last game, bringing Davenport to their win this first round.
Are going to be seeing the game. We'll find out who we have back here on the setup. Game 2, but that was a very exciting game 1. Davenport taking the first game relatively commandingly. I think they made it to their 3rd player, didn't hit their 4th, and then they made it to 3rd. It's debatable. He lost a stock.
Yeah.
It was 5 to 0 and 3 to 0. So honestly, a really nice match for Ferris and Davenport. We're seeing fist bumps and GGs all around. Hop the players. But that is going to be the end of the first match. We will be back. Well, the stream won't be going off, but we will reappear off the intermission screen as soon as we actually know up next. So we will be right back. Don't go anywhere. We will have Smash Bros. Streaming for most of the day, besides when it's going to be over on the main stream of Ferris, but we will post a stream link in our chat so you guys can hop over there. So, thank you for tuning in. We will be right back.
Bye-bye.